Hey, what's up? Morning. Morning, fam. I didn't realize I was live. I know I clicked it, but it didn't go on. So I was like trying to turn my phone on vibrate. I'm weirded out right now. I am well, for one, happy Tuesday to you. Taco Tuesday, whatever Tuesday you want it to be. Whatever that is, make the best of it. So I hope y'all had a great start to your week. I hope it continues to be well. Going to try to do lives every morning. Try. Last night was insane. I don't know why I started doing what I was doing last night because it just did not work out for me at all. It was like one of the worst experiences I've ever had doing what I did. And y'all will see that later today. It was not good at all. Hey Lydia, how are you today? Welcome into the channel. So I want to talk about a lot or a little bit and try not to be here over 30 minutes because I need to go to like the feed store and some other stores just to see if I can find like, I don't know, some seeds, some fruit trees or something. So that's what we're doing. But I saw this and I was like, oh, this is an interesting update to the story, the Chinese spy balloon. Let's do a little bit of news, but we're also going to talk some gardening as well. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that, but I'm happy to see it and not happy to see it because we all knew something was wrong with this and why they allowed that Chinese spy balloon to fly all across the US and get all the information they need to get, flying over and near military bases. It's a weather balloon, though, right? Okay. Until they shot it down at the coast in South Carolina. My son called me. He's like, I can see the balloon because he goes to school down there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all, we being invaded. And we know we being invaded. And they just lying to our face. They just lying to our face. But hi, Josiah. How are you? Hi, Maria. Morning. Everything is good with you and your family. Hope everything is good. It's a crazy world we live. It really, really is. And that's why we can't be of this world. We can see what's happening and we need to act accordingly. And by acting accordingly, we need to take into account what we can do best for our family. I also have another article, and in that article, honestly, for if you are a grower, you want to hear this article because it's going to make you want to step up your game when it comes to the things that you are growing and where everything is going. Morning, Monica. Morning, Tina. Morning, Beth. How are you today? Okay, so let's get into the spy balloon article first. If you're just entering, please hit the like button. It definitely helps the channel get out to more people. More people will know what's going on and hopefully encourage them to start their garden and their growing journey, even though it can be frustrating in times like last night. But anyway, in this video, we're going to be discussing what they found inside of the spy balloon that I think we all kind of knew. A little bit of gardening. I have questions for any gardeners that are in here because I'm trying to figure out why the zones are like they are, because I think they changed them and it makes no sense to me. And then some things you might want to step up on trying to grow if you've never grown before, or grow more of if you're already growing it. Hey, Beth, I can't remember if I spoke. Hi, Martha. Okay, so let me share my screen. I need a thumbnail. Hold on. Get my thumbnail. Okay. So nothing major. The contents of the Chinese spy balloon that flew across the U.S. before being shot down by American F-22s have reportedly been revealed. The enormous craft, as big as 3 buses, had flown over areas that contained sensitive air bases and nuclear missiles in underground silos. Did y'all know that there were underground silos? If not, now you do. Okay, so this was the balloon. That thing is huge. This is the satellite. So in this picture is showing you a U-2 surveillance photo showing the closest look yet at the Chinese spy balloon shot down off the U.S. coast in South Carolina. This is actually when it got shot down. That was over the Atlantic Ocean using an F-22. This is them recovering it right here. Hey y'all, welcome in. This is, let's see. Yeah, the remains in South Carolina. So U.S. officials said at the time that the balloon was used by the PRC, which is People's Republic of China, in an attempt to surveil strategic sites in the continental United States. Clearly, the intent of this balloon is for surveillance, said a U.S. official. Now, mind you, they was all over the media talking about how, they say this is a weather balloon. China say this is a weather balloon. When you ask your kids, did they do something, even though you knew they did it? And they say, no, I didn't do it. It was something else, or it was someone else. They not telling you the truth, right? Anyway. The spy craft was secretly packed with U.S. technology that may have helped China spy on American grounds. 2 military sources with direct knowledge of the analysis told Newsweek. Officials found that the balloon was equipped with American-made satellite communication modules and sophisticated sensors from at least 5 different U.S. companies. The American technology allowed the spy balloon to take photographs and collect sensitive information, according to a classified report seen by the outlet. The balloon is understood, let me just say right now, allegedly. Okay, the balloon is understood to have been operating above civilian air traffic and below outer space. It was first spotted over Billings, Montana in 2023, where residents on the ground reported it to local officials. Excuse me, y'all. Local officials Montana is the home to the Malmstrom Air Force Base, which houses one of 3 nuclear missile fields. It is home to 150 ICBM silos. Those are underground. The spy balloon later drifted over to Idaho southeast to the Carolinas before being shot down in the Atlantic Ocean just off the coast of South Carolina. It had the ability to maneuver and was operating at an altitude of about 60,000 feet. And after days of monitoring its movement, the surveillance balloon was taken out by a single AIM 9X air-to-air missile fired from the F-22 fighter jet over the Atlantic near South Carolina. China expressed strong dissatisfaction against the object being shot down after claiming the balloon used for meteorological, let me get that out, purposes accidentally entered American airspace. This was no accident. This was absolutely no accident. An accident is, one thing. Oh, sorry. Oops. What's the accident? You went from state to state taking pictures and gathering whatever other information you gathered. That was no mistake. A statement from the country's foreign minister added that Washington was overreacting and seriously violating international practice. Well, I thought international practice was that you don't come into our airspace without permission. And I feel like Washington was underreacting, honestly. So Pentagon officials tracked the giant craft, that was floating over the U.S. near nuke bases. So here is the map showing you. Make sure you can see it. Yeah, we got China here. Then this is an accident. Oh, y'all follow the path, follow the red line. That was a strategic accident. And then we got Montana. We got Canada here. Bases here. Malmstrom Air Force Base, Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota. The Malmstrom's in Montana. Then you got the F.E. Warren Air Force Base in Wyoming, the Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. So that's a big old accident. And this is the size of the balloon. There's another angle of it. The Department of Defense released a photo from the cockpit of the U-2 spy plane flying above the Chinese spy balloon. Chinese expresses its strong dissatisfaction and protest against the U.S.'s use of force to attack civilian unmanned aircraft. The Chinese side has repeatedly informed the U.S. side after verification that the airship is for civilian use and entered the U.S. due to forced maneuver. Whatever. It was completely an accident, they said, in quotation marks. The advantages of balloons over satellites include the ability to scan wide swaths of territory from closer in and to be able to spend more time over an area. Such balloons typically operate 80,000 to 120,000 feet, with airliners normally flying around 40,000 feet. And unlike satellites, which require space launchers that cost hundreds of millions of dollars, balloons can be launched very cheaply, they say. The balloons are not directly steered, but can be roughly guided to the targeted area by changing altitudes to catch different wind currents. So yeah, they were controlling that. The U.S. military has tracked other spy balloons in recent years, according to a senior U.S. defense official. And this is them going over the balloon. Where did they take it? Oh, they took it to a lab in Virginia. Now that's close. That's close. This is a commercial plane that's flying very close to right here, which is the balloon, and this is the plane. I think that's it, y'all, for the spy balloon. Oh, and also I saw that there was a Amtrak accident last night here in North Carolina. What part? I think it was west of Bessemer City. Apparently there was a tractor trailer truck stuck on the tracks, and the train was coming from Louisiana, probably carrying a bunch of people from the game. From Louisiana to New York is where it was headed. As of maybe an hour or so ago, they were still on that track. I don't know. No one was injured, they said, though. So that's a plus. They didn't say anything about the truck driver, but y'all, this is a whole hot mess out here. Okay, so let me see what y'all got to say before we move to the next subject. All right. Hey, Candy girl. How are you this morning? Hey, Happy Mac, welcome in. Hey, Mama T Speaks. How are you? Mama T Speaks. Lordy, Lordy. I'm glad you in here, girl. I hope you're still in here. So, y'all know I have cataracts and I struggle to see because of it. I showed y'all what they look like on my other channel, Simply Tommybites Life. So, a little plug there from my other channel. I got the oil. Okay. I got the oil you was talking about. I don't know why I said like I'm in New York. I got the oil you was talking about. I know I'm country. So this organic golden castor oil, cold press, by Queen of the Thrones. Okay, I got that. And I have been using this for 3 days now. I did not put no drops in my eye. Even though some people said put a drop in your eye. No, will not do. So I just like put a little bit, like rubbed it, closed my eyes and rubbed it on my eyes the first 2 nights. And then last night I was like, I'm gonna, because I was really struggling to take my daughter to work yesterday morning and the morning before that because she had to be to work at 7, which means that's like nighttime, still dark here. So I just like put it on my hand. The first 2 nights I did a cotton swab. I'm gonna get to the stores, y'all. I used a cotton swab, so it wasn't a lot on there because I was scared. And so then last night I was like, just put it on there. But I did not. Now, mind you, I had already, because it could be 2 things that helped me. Where is it? Oh. Something called Roto right here. It is a dual light relief because when we're like looking at the computer a lot, or like me, I have an LED light behind the computer, so that you guys can see me. It relieves symptoms of digital eye strain. Okay, so I have cataracts. I have to have cataract surgery. But until then, I said, what's it gonna hurt? So then I was talking to Granny Karma, and she was like, girl, go ahead and put that drop in your eye and let me know how it is. I said, I'm not gonna do it, girl. I'm not gonna do it. So I just I put it on my hand, and it was a thick coating. So I just like rubbed them really good twice. And I went to bed. And this morning, yesterday morning when I took my daughter to work, I could see the lines in the road, but they weren't as vibrant, where I could really see them. I was like straining to see them. But this morning, I had no issue. Like, only issue I had was like when people have their LED lights bright, coming towards me, then that was an issue. But as for the road, the yellow lines, the white lines, I could see them. I was like, girl, what's happening? God is working something out here. What's going on? I was happy and nervous at the same time, but I'm like, okay, we're gonna be rubbing these on our eyes every night until we get this surgery. But just wanted to share that. So thank you so much, Mom T Speaks. Okay, so who else is in here? Hi, Carmesita. Thank you so much. It's gonna be a garden video tonight too, honey. Tonight's video. Well, this evening video. I'll just, oh my God. I think that's what forced me to rub this on my eyes. It was the worst experience ever trying to do anything. I could not see the stems. I was breaking stems left and right. I'm like, what is happening? But I didn't give up. Hi, Linda. Yeah. Yeah, don't do it during the daytime. Do it at night when you're really going to go to bed. Like I'll lay in the bed and I'll, be trying to catch up on people's videos. Because when you're doing your own videos, it's hard to watch other people's content. And that's my time that I try to do that. At least when my husband's not here. When he's here, then that don't happen. But hey Anita, girl. So many songs came on the radio. Well, I had the radio off. When I'm taking my daughter to work, I just kind of, that's my time and my thoughts with God. Okay. So then after I drop her off, sometimes I'll leave it off. But today I was like, no, I'm going to turn it on. I need some motivation because I just wanted to come home and lay down and get in the bed, whatever. Because they're calling for a wintry mix here to where I'm at today, sometime today. But I don't know if we're going to get it. It's like, as the day go on, it's going to get colder and it's going to be raining and whatever. So I turned the radio on and it was this song that came on. I don't remember the name of it, but they was talking about sin and faith and, and then the song after that came on. They was talking about sin and what's in front of you. And I was like, oh, that got to be meant for me. You ever had that feeling? That got to be meant for me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. I was going to DM you and let you know, but since you came in, now you know. Hey, Monica. Yes, I used it on my back too last night, Monica. I did. I just put like a little bit on my hand, on my fingers, and just put it on that little area that I was having because, this should last you. This is thick, so it don't take much. And I was able to just go straight to sleep because it was like it was pulling every time I, turn. It was hurting. I was like, okay, girl, just rub some of that. I didn't take a pain pill. And that was the whole purpose. I didn't want to take a pain pill because with lupus and fibromyalgia, it's so easy to just pop a pain pill because you have pain every day. I'm like, if I can lessen that, then that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get into trying to figure out how to do a tincture and everything. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My husband called me. Sorry, y'all. He was letting me know he was picking up a load. Hey, the sheep of Good Shepherd, how are you? Hey, Doris. What's the name of the oil? The oil is, and let me just put this out here because I remember what you said, Mom T Speaks. This is my experience. I'm not telling you to do anything. Okay. This is it right here. I don't know if you can see that, so I'll tell you what it is. Organic golden castor oil, cold press. Okay. It needs to be cold press. And this one's made by Queen of the Throne. I always say the princess. Queen of the Thrones. Queen of the Thrones. I found out about this through Mama T Speaks. So hey Darius, that's my son-in-law name. How are you? Oh no. Why I said Darius, child. I'm seeing and not seeing. Darius must be talking about me. He might be talking about his mother-in-law, huh? Hey G2, how are you? Like I'm straining still to see, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday when I did my live. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, Candy and the Amtrak. Yeah, that was the first thing I saw because I don't look at the news in the morning, but I wanted to see what they were talking about with the weather where I'm at. And they were talking about that before they got to the weather. This definitely was not an accident. This was, hold on, premeditated or accidentally happened one time. This is why we need to pray and ask God to protect this country, because the devil is so busy now. So true. Yes, glass jar. See how dark this jar is? And I need to order some of these jars, but not this big, because I want to learn how to do tinctures for the purpose of healing. Healing, because my daughter has eczema really bad, and everything we use does not work. The only thing that really helps her is when I make shea butter, and I use like is it rose hip or something like that in it. Yeah. And then my son loves it because he loves it for his hair. He loves it for his hair. But yeah, she has eczema in on her scalp at times, and is causing her hair. It caused her hair to break out completely. And even when it does grow, it grows like you'll still have patches, because she'll have like a spot here or a spot there. So, and she's wearing wigs to cover that up because she doesn't feel comfortable without it. And she's 18, so that's understandable. So I gotta make some more of that, because I think I gave my son the last little jar I had, and I need to order some. And the jars I had for that was like little, mason jars, but they were little and round. But I need some dark bottles for making tinctures, which I know nothing about. So I'm actually just gonna be learning that. Because I saw Yellow Door Urban Homestead, and she started making tinctures. And I was watching her last night, and she was not making tinctures, but she was talking about something she was growing. And I grew that particular flower. It was a flower. I grew it last year, and I didn't do anything with it other than clip them from the garden and bring them in the house because they were so pretty. I should have done more with it. So that is the goal for this year. So I'm gonna have to drop some seeds for that. And yeah, I'm gonna have to drop some seeds for that. Yeah, I got it through Amazon. But I think that one, I wrote it down. Oh, and look what came in the mail. I ordered this book, the Bugging Guide book. This too has things that you can do to make medicinal things to help you. This is like a Navy SEAL bug-in bag, how to bug in and survive if you need to survive. But they also have things in here that show you, like they say, medicinal medical pills, but things you can grow and make your own medicine with is in here as well. Oh, they even showing you in here how to grow stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to check the book out more, but I wrote down last night what something was for, because my husband has stage 3 kidney disease, and I need to work on that. So I was looking, she was talking about lemon balm, she was talking about zinnias, and so I just started like on my phone, what does this do, and what does that do? Let's see if I can find it. And I think it was zinnia that, and then what you could grow alongside other things. I was just looking up a whole bunch of stuff. I don't see it in here. What is zinnia plants good for? Let's see. This first one that it spelled it wrong. Hold on. Medicinal use. Okay, so for zinnias, if you growing zinnia plants and stuff like that, um, they say zinnia flowers contain compounds with antibacterial and antifungal activity, which may help fight infections. They are rich in antioxidants, which can protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. Uh, they have protective effects on the liver. And if you know anything about having a big old belly, that's usually, not all the time, but usually a sign of um, issues with your liver being overworked, which is why I had ordered these, because these really helped me the last time when I was losing weight. Was Liver Focus by JJ Smith. I am not affiliated at all. Um, They also say you can apply this topically to promote wound healing and reduce inflammation, which you have a lot of inflammation when you have like arthritis, lupus, fibromyalgia, things like that. You can make a zinnia tea used to improve digestion and relieve stomach pain. You can use it for your skin. You can infuse it with toners or facial stems to soothe and refresh your skin. Which one was it? It might have been the lemon balm. Let me see. So lemon balm helps heal wounds. Also, you can treat insect bites, stings. Um, you can use it with chamomile, valerian as relaxation. It was something that helps with. I'm gonna type in what plant. I'm gonna get to it, y'all. Helps with kidneys. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna grow that. Many plants have been used traditionally to treat kidney problems, including Labrador tea, cucumber root, white pine, purple pitcher plant, parsley, pomegranate, and dandelion. Let's see. So yeah, the things we grow can help us, and that's it's the same stuff they're using in the pills, but in the pills they're using you know extra things that you don't need to have. So I'm going to definitely be trying to find me a book on that. um so things you should be growing and thinking about growing because of the tariffs and the prices going up. Let me share this thing I found, and I was like, that's interesting. Let's see. Um, okay, so according to this, Like we were facing, like they're saying, a guac apocalypse. Say that 3-4 times. Were looming over us because of the tariffs that were going to take place with Mexico. But they're saying we cannot grow all the foods that we eat not to sustain us on a large scale, meaning us as in the US, not just you individually. So right now we're on a pause, a 30-day pause from the tariffs. And we'll know, in coming weeks whether or not that's going to be back on or not. So if they do go back into effect, like whatever they decided they was going to work out when it came to the border, if that doesn't work out and he decides, okay, well, I'm going to put these tariffs on you, Canada, and I'm going to put these tariffs on you, Mexico. China already has their tariffs of 10%. Oh, well, I don't know what, yeah. Our tariffs against them is 10%, but China also has tariffs, and I don't know how much that is. But if they go back into effect, they say they would quickly raise the price, not just of avocados, but of strawberries. So if you can grow strawberries, grow strawberries. They're so, I don't want to say they're so easy to grow, but for me, they're easy to grow. It's not like you have to baby them, in my opinion. Cucumber prices are going to go up. So I'm going to definitely plant more cucumbers this year. I already have strawberries from last year. Like, they survived. Bell peppers are going to go up. I'm planting more bell peppers. Y'all know last year I had bell pepper boulevard is what I called it. I'm going to have that again. But this time I think I'm going to have some in buckets. That way when that sun, if I don't put them in buckets, I'm going to have a shade cloth because that sun hits so hard. I don't know if that's east or whatever, but it hits so hard when it, actually comes up. Oranges. So think about maybe canning you some oranges so you can have them, unless you just want fresh oranges, you could freeze them too, but either or. They say countless processed foods, which we really don't need anyway, and other grocery staples that are already becoming less affordable for many people. Any pain that tariffs cause American consumers would, in Trump's view, which he said will be a temporary bump in the road. But those prices are going to go up for us. Some of them have already gone up. Some of them are starting to go up. Oh, I really want me a lemon tree. That made me think of that. Like it would be nice if we could grow all of our own food like we used to, but we've gotten so far away from that now. There are more solar farms than there are crop farms. I don't know if y'all have seen a solar farm. I'll try to take a picture of one day and put it in my community post. It's just land that was either cattle land or it was, farming land. And it's just now nothing but solar panels. So it's a solar farm. We've gotten so far away from that it will cost more money now to get back to that, because you got to buy equipment. You got to have people who are knowledgeable about growing, when to grow, how to plant it, how to harvest it. Now, there are at least 2 solar farms that I know about here. Not here where I'm at, but when I'm traveling around this area, I've seen one in one location and I've seen one further off in a different location. And there are some farms as well, but people aren't just growing like they used to grow. Farmers just aren't producing that way. But they want to keep their farms. So they're growing a little bit and they're leasing off or selling, however they do it, to these companies to put these solar panels on, because they don't want to lose their farm, it's family farm. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying here, the notion that the country could produce all of its food domestically is nice, but an America First food system would promote eating seasonally. So you wouldn't be able to eat those blueberries all year long or strawberries all year. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that we outsource for people who grow them all the time. So if we were eating like our ancestors, we would definitely be eating seasonally, and we would probably be healthier too if you think about it. But we have access to so much right now, is why I think, you know, we are the way we are. Uh, they're saying eating America First would restrict the variety that shoppers have come to expect. Eating fresh blueberries year round will be impossible, barring the overhaul of the U.S. agriculture. It would mean a less healthy diet too. The guacs is a reminder that we do outsource, and it's going to cost us more. Your guacamole is going to cost you more. Your avocado is going to cost you more because Mexico will have that tariff on them, and y'all know we're gonna eat that. Um, I don't want to read this whole article. Hold on. Just what matters. So more than 90% of avocados Americans buy come from Mexico. They are the nation's top import in terms of value. Texas A&M University said because they are much more expensive than maybe bananas, the effect of a 25% tariff plus its associated costs would be more significant. A small Hass avocado worth 50 cents might go to $1.50. Only 10% of avocados are available in America and are grown here. The majority come from California, Florida, and Hawaii. And even with those three, it's not enough for our food system to supply as many people eat them. So they're saying, food is more than just calories. The US produces plenty of grains, oil, sweeteners, and meat, but far less fresh produce. So we have to outsource. So if we want to continue to get that food in, then yeah, we're going to be paying more money. But where you can offset, in my opinion, where you can offset the cost of cucumbers, bell peppers, all the things that I talked about, oranges, etc. Grow them if you can grow them. I don't think I would be able to grow oranges here where I'm at because, it'd be cold here. You know what I'm saying? Unless I like had them in a container where I kept it small, because you can get the petite type of things, and then you can keep them in your greenhouse, which I don't have one. I need one, or your house. So there's just something to think about, ways to grow our own food, be a little more self-reliant. So when crap does hit the fan, we not stressing over, I can't afford these eggs, or I can't afford these bananas. It's crazy. But that's where we are in the world. Now, on to something else I want to talk about before I get off, which is gardening zones. If you are a gardener in here, let me know. Throw your hands up in the chat. Let me know, because I need help. I need to figure something out. I was looking up because I don't know if I'm 7A or if I'm 7B. So I put in my zip code. I'll give you my zip code, 28681. That's my zip code. And when I pulled that up, it told me I was 8A. 8A. I was 8A when I was in South Carolina. Like it get cold here, and it stayed cold here longer. Like my last frost is always later than if I was still in South Carolina living. Did they changed it, didn't they? Is that why they changed it in 2023 or something like that? The planting gardening zone. Let's see. What is my, let's see, know your zone. I'm trying to know my zone. Understanding the plant map. Okay. Where's North Carolina? And I understand it just go by state because, you know, everybody around me in North Carolina was not going to have that same gardening zone. Ointment oil I can use for my cellulitis. Almost similar to cellulite. Oh my gosh. But there are two different, yeah, they are two different things. I remember when I had got and that's horrible. I know I giggled about it, but it made me think about what I went through. I can laugh about it now. A couple of times I had gotten cellulitis on my stomach, like the lower part of my stomach. I had no idea what was wrong with me. I had gotten to the point where I could barely walk. Like I was walking like I was 80 years old, and it hurt. It was hard. Like it was, I don't know. It was disgusting. Um, and I went to the doctor. Well, I went to the ER. That's where I went because I didn't know what was wrong with me. But now I know if that happened again, because when it happened again, I knew immediately that I needed an antibiotic. But yeah, I would have loved to have had something that would took care of that without having to take a pill. Let's see. So I'm gonna see if I can find my grow zone because okay, so I'm on the 2023 USDA plant hardiness zone map here. You probably can't see that. But I don't see where you put it in. They give you all this different how you can grow and all this other stuff. But I don't see. But when I Google it or whatever I did, it told me I was 8A. And I'm like, are you serious? How am I 8A? I thought, because when I first moved here, they said I was 7. Well, we moved here in 21. And I guess they did change it because I was in between like 7AB if there's an in between. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all having a whole conversation, honey. Try growing red hibiscus too. Is to make a roll, and that is the nutrition I drink. Okay. Now, I did make a very nutritious drink. But yeah, wait a minute. Let me pull it up. Not the drink, but what I was looking for. Oh, I might have took it down. Oh, here it is. So I was like, I need help. I had nobody to help me. So as much as I hate to use AI when I don't have to, I did. I sure did. And so it told me, now I'm not in Bethlehem, North Carolina, but I'm very close to it. And when I put my gardening zone in, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Maybe if I take myself off the screen, I can make it bigger. No, wait, I did that wrong. Mm, there we go. Okay, so it says here, um, that I'm 8A based off of this um, zip here. That means the average minimum winter temperature in this zone is between 10 to 15 degrees. And I agree with that, but 8A is like South Carolina, parts of South Carolina. So I don't know, y'all. I'm still going to say I'm 7AB. I'm just going to say I'm 7AB. I am. But yeah, I made a drink. What was that drink? Because I have cactus that grow and it fruits. And so I took the fruit from it, and it has the spiky stuff on it. So I looked at some videos on how to get past messing with the spiky stuff on it. It wasn't that bad. Um, that was a great drink. Benefits. Um, it has a lot of benefits, y'all. Like even blood sugar regulation. Cactus pear is what it's called. Cactus pear is often touted for its hypoglycemic activity. This means that the ingestion of this fruit or the extra, oh gosh, hold on. What happened to it? Consuming the fruit maintains hair, skin, and overall health. This is what it looks like right here. It grows on the cactus. They didn't do well last year, so I didn't make any. But I did make some, and that thing was really, really good. It was really, really, really good. Let's see if I can find it. Switch accounts. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I did it on this channel though. Oh yeah, I called it Yabba Dabba Juice. I am an idiot. I called it Yabba Dabba Juice. Child, what in the world was I thinking? Okay, let me pull this up. Skill. Okay, go forward. Let me share my little video I did when I made it. I thought it was really good. It was supposed to be good for pain also, and that's why I did it. And I think it did a good job. I really do think it did a good job. Let's see. Let me share my yabba dabba juice. Ain't got no sense. It's probably why it didn't do well. I got 1.2 thousand views though. Let me turn it up. Can y'all see that? Yeah.
You see this cactus plant right here. Now you still have to get, like, they still have, see the spikes on them. It's not as much as the cactus paddles do, but it's ways you can get that off. You can use a strainer and just run water over it, and they should start floating up to the top. Or some people use a lighter and singe it off. So in case you couldn't see, I do have my work glove on because I'm about to get a paddle. And with the paddles, is you don't want to get the ones at the bottom. You kind of want to get, all of mine look the same color. Like, I was looking for a darker color one, but all of mine look the same color. So I'm going to get this paddle right here and probably this one right here. And when you're getting the spines out, and mainly because I don't see as many of the spikes on those, and you want to get ones that has less on it, but all you're going to do is do this to it, just like that, and scrape any fine spikes and bigger thorns off, and then for the edges you just slice around it like that. So let me try to get this off, and I'm trying to record. Oh, it broke right off. I didn't even have to cut it. I know it was ready. So,
mind you, I went to a Mexican grocery store and they sell these in the store for like $4 or so.
this is one. We're gonna put that in the bag also. I don't need the rock to hold my bag now. It's so windy out here. It's freezing temps this week. Let's see if this one will break off without me having to cut it. Oh yeah. So I don't think I need but 2 of those, but I want to get a few more of these. Look at that. So I want to show you this one. See the spines on there? Okay, so what I'm dealing with now is not touching it. It smells really good, you guys. So I'm just going to take these out. As you can see, they have little pricklies on them. So I'm going to put these into my pan, well, my strainer. So like I said, some people use a lighter and they singe it off. I'm going to use the water, a warm water, and I'm going to use my scrub brush to try to get them. As I do it, I'm going to try to put them into another bowl. Also, if this is something that you want to do, but you don't have this in your yard or anyone you know have one, you can always go to a Mexican grocery store. They have plenty of them, and you don't have to clean them off. They're already clean for you. Then just go over it. which you're going to peel all of this off. I'm peeling the skins off, but I also want to make sure that I'm getting as much of this off as possible while handling it.
So I'm gonna go forward some. Because if you want to see the video, you can go to the video.
This up and taste it fresh, so I'll know how I'm going to sweeten it, because the whole purpose of me even doing it is for the health benefits. So I don't want to. I see some people make a jelly or a jam, but that calls for sugars. You know, when you're making jellies and jams, you got to put a lot of sugar. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is slice the top piece off. Smells good. See the inside. And then slice the bottom piece off and let you see it close up. Looks like a beet, doesn't it? It smells really good. So now you slice into the skin straight across like that, and then you should be able to peel it back. I didn't boil these first. Some people boil theirs first. I didn't do that. And then you just peel it back. I'm gonna cut this side too. Could be by knife. I should have used a different knife. But it peels right off, just like that.
Why do so many folks over 40 with type 2 start walking like this? If you take metformin and notice a sudden...
Now this will, let me see. This will stain. And so you might want to use some gloves. I should have used gloves. I didn't realize. I said it was like a beet and I should have used gloves. The skins I'm putting into the pot because I'm going to add water and put them on a nice little simmer. If you don't have anything to do, I would say do them without using gloves. But if you got something to do, you might want to put some gloves on, you guys. So what I have here, these are the skins in here, and some have a little meat on them too. So I'm going to add some water to this, and we're going to get the nutrients out of these skins. We're not going to let them go to waste before we give them to the birds. So I'm going to bring those to a boil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if my juicer will actually sift out these seeds in here and put them with the gunk and give me the actual juice. So we're going to do that together. So because I heard how this stains, I have some paper towels down. So this comes up and you just feed this into here. I'm going to start with just a handful. And we're going to go on high. And I did not save the seeds. Y'all, I did not save the seeds. I'm kicking myself watching this thinking, did you save the seeds for those? No, you did not. But the seeds went over here, and you see the juice went over there. I think I added water. And I honestly could hear the seeds hitting over here, so I think it might be working, you guys. Okay, moving forward. This is my pot with the actual skins. So I'm going to put some in here. Let's turn it on first. That was the skins that I put in there. And this is what I'm left with.
So this is how much juice, and that white stuff is just foam. You drink that too. When I'm juicing, I drink it. You can also add to your prickly pear by adding juicing pineapple, which also has great health benefits in it, or coconut, or anything that is a healthier fruit. I would probably do pineapple, but for the sake of knowing the benefit of just this by itself, I won't do that today, but the next time I will. So what I'm going to do is I have a bowl here from my mixer, and in this pot is what I didn't bring to a boil, but I just got it hot enough where it could get some of the juices out of those peelings. So I'm going to strain it into this bowl. That way, if it's any seeds, which there are, you can see here, there are seeds in there, but there aren't any in my bowl now. And I'm going to pour this in and strain it as well, just to make sure there are no seeds. It's just the pulp. That's a good bit amount of juice right there. And I'm just straining it. So if it's any seeds mixed in with it, I'm not getting it in there. And you see that slime? If you don't want that slime, you can stop at that point, which I will. Because cactus, the Napoles also gives the cactus leaves also gives out.
You couldn't tell me nothing when I learned that they're called Napoles.
Out the slime in it, kind of like an okra type thing. So what I'm going to do is now at this point, you can actually make jellies and jams, and you would just add pectin, you would add sugar. I'm not doing that. I want the natural benefits of this without that. You can also turn this into a refreshing drink, because it does have a lot of if you add a little bit of salt to it, you can use it as a electrolyte. So many different things I saw people doing with it. So the options are just out there for you to do. Me personally, I need it for health benefits. I need to feel better. I need to be able to have energy. I need my husband to feel better, and to be able to work. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to jar it up into mason jars, not adding sugar, not adding anything. Now you can add, like, if you want to add a sugar, which I tasted that one, and that one that wasn't even all the way ripe was still sweet. So I don't see the need to add sugar to it or anything. But if you want to add honey instead of sugar or some kind of sweetener, you can. I'm gonna leave it as is.
This is Michelin quality olive oil,
Oh,
starting at $16. Graza, single origin olive oil that's made to be used.
Well, we'll go ahead and give him this one. That way he can take the full one.
I hope they produce. I'm gonna stop it here, but I hope they produce this year, because I would love to make some more. It was really good, really good. Okay, so that's it, y'all. That's all I have for today. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all go out there and do something good for yourself. Okay, it is love month. It's February. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to love on myself. Don't wait for somebody to love on you. Love on yourself as well. And I think I'm going to get my nails done. I haven't had my nails done in years. Well, yeah. What's this, 25? Yeah, probably 2 years. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Edward, how are you? Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. Hey, Rosita, thank you for coming in. Delilah, hey. Bye, Candy Girl. Bye, Subliminal. Thank all of y'all for coming in. I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, stay safe, and have a blessed day. I'm about to head out to the feed store and a couple other stores to see if I can see what kind of fruit trees they have out there. I really do want some I call them bullets. I grew up calling them bullets, but y'all probably know them as scuffledines. But I call them bullets. So I'm looking for those, and I'm looking for some blueberries because my neighbor, when I first moved in here, my neighbor gave me 2 of her blueberries, just pulled them out her yard and said, "Here, welcome, neighbor." And I was like, so thankful. Y'all, I done killed them things. I did get some blueberries off of them the same year that she gave them to me, but the bug is still out there, but I know they did. I'm going to do the little scratch test and make sure that they are alive if I find any in the store. And you just take the stick, do a little scratch, then you see if you have anything about the sprout on it. Because if it's dead, I don't need it. So y'all take care. Stay safe. Bye.